All right, current events. The craziest thing in the news right now is Rampage Jackson's son, who's been on our Food Truck Diaries, right?
Yeah, I think with Rampage, whatever show
He brought his son.
Raja,
yeah. Raja Jackson. So he was doing he went to an event, a wrestling event. One of his buddies invited him.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, one of the wrestlers, you know what? I think it's best if I just play this clip. So his buddy invited him to this wrestling event, and this is what happened afterward. This is outside with a bunch of other wrestlers.
Now, hold on. Let me set the table here.
Yeah, you go for it.
Let me set the table here. So, yeah. And I'll be transparent. I like Raja, and obviously I adore Rampage. Me and Rampage have a great relationship.
Best, yeah.
I love Rampage. And it's just by nature, my initial thought was when I heard about this, and I spoke with Rampage. When I heard about this, I went, all right, how can I defend Raja? You can ask Bear at Jackson. You can ask Rampage. I went, how can I defend him? Everyone's coming for his throat. How can I defend him? And they're kind of like, yeesh. Both of them were like, let us know if you come up with a way.
Yeah.
So I went, all right, let me look into it. I'll come up with something. That's my thing. Let me come up with it. So I look at all the videos. I watch the full live stream and all that. I got nothing.
Oh,
I can't. You can't defend this. I can. There's no defense with this. I can tell you how it led to this. So for those of you that don't know, and it's everywhere right now, it's probably the biggest news in MMA. Mm-hmm. So Rampage Jackson's son was at this wrestling event, like lower level. It's not WWE, but same wrestling, right? Mm. When it's not even fair to call it fake wrestling because those guys get fucked up, but it's choreographed wrestling, right? I think you just call it wrestling, right?
Yeah.
It's like WWE, but at a lower level. So he gets there. There's an older dude who's a veteran, but he's an old scrappy vet of that wrestling world. And he takes an empty can, like I have here, like my rain can. It's empty, but smaller. Think of
just
like
a little bit of fluid, but whatever.
Yeah.
Not a huge deal.
And he shoves it against his head. Pretty normal. I think he was aware of it. As far as I know, and this is right when he walks up, as far as I know, all this was planned. He does that. Raja feels disrespected, but this guy apologized. Mm-hmm. He's like, whoa, dude. Because Raja was like trying to fight him right there. And he keeps saying like, y'all gonna learn I ain't no bitch. So there's clearly some insecurity on Raja's part, right?
Yes.
Big time. Yeah. Big time. So he goes live on Kick. I'm too old. I don't know really how Kick works. I know it's live streaming, stuff like that. And here's the issue is that happens. Everyone on Kick sees it, right? There's another wrestler that I saw a video of who's also involved with this organization going, dude, fuck them up. You're going to get yours. And if you don't worry about going too hard on them, make sure you get yours. I got your back. Mm-hmm. Right? That guy's
this guy. Right
that guy's not your friend. And nor is he the other wrestler's friend. And he has a D6 tattoo. So that's cool.
What is division?
Yeah, I don't know. Division 6. Only he's up to 1. So he hypes Raj up. Right? And remember, how was Raja? He has to be in his early 20s.
I'll look it up.
He's a young kid. Mm. So Raja's sitting ringside, and he's on Kick. And on Kick, there's a ton of comments on there that are hyping him up, going, oh, you a bitch, blah, 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 kind of egging him on. And Raja's reading those, and one dude, you can even say, he goes, you wouldn't say it to my face, motherfucker. Like, good luck. You wouldn't say it to my face. So there's a lot of negativity on this. It's very toxic, right? And they're hyping Raja up. He's a young man. This is one of the reasons you shouldn't read comments, especially on a live stream. Because those people making comments, they don't give a flying fuck about what happens. When they tell you to do something or say, you won't do this, you a bitch, you got embarrassed, you're gay, whatever they're calling him, there's an insecurity in Raja. And you can see, because after this event, and we'll get to that, after this event, he's like, nah, I'm sick of it, man. Sick of being treated like a bitch. I ain't no punk. It's like, whoa, young man. What in the world gives you that impression? People think you're a bitch, you're soft, you're a beta, you're some cuck. Where are you getting this from? It's not from his dad. It's not from his training partners because he has some MMA fights. It's not from his family. It's definitely not from his friends. It's from these trolls online who are egging you on to do bad things, and none of them are bailing you out now, buddy. So he got caught in this whirlwind, and there's no excuses, and his ego got involved, where clearly there's some pent up anger from something going. I don't know what it's from. I don't know him that well. I know Rampage very well, but I don't know his son that well. I've met him once, twice. So there seems to be some pent up anger, and it came out in this on a live stream, which it couldn't be worse. So you can play the video and then we can talk about it. So you'll see this gentleman who's in the hospital now, several face fractures, concussion. And here's the other thing. You're going to hear people go, that dude who got, the pro wrestler who got messed up, he should sue Raja. Right. So just so you guys know the way these lawsuits work, I'm going to go on a limb here and say neither of them have money. I know for a fact Raja doesn't have money. He's a young kid trying to find his way. He hasn't made money fighting. And you're going to say, well, he's Rampage's son. That doesn't mean shit. Rampage, yes, is successful, but he's a grown man. So that doesn't mean if you sue Raja, you get to Rampage's money. It doesn't work like that. So just so you guys know who keeps saying, oh, sue Raja, that dude, that wrestler, you're going to get nothing. You're dealing with a very young kid who has no savings, no endorsement deals, that doesn't have a fucking goose egg of money stored away. He's a young kid trying to find his way in this world. So the lawsuit's going to go nowhere. It's going to go nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. So that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And you guys are thinking because he's Rampage's son, he has money, and that's not how this works. So that narrative isn't going to, it's just not a way out to fix how this has happened. Because you're going to see a lot of that online. Oh, lawsuit coming. Sure. What are you going to sue him for? His 1994 Civic SI? What are you going to come for? The only time suing makes sense is if someone with money did you wrong. That's it. That's why when you see two big dogs going at it, that makes sense. When one has money, one's broke, it never makes sense. Play the video. It's tough to see.
Definitely, real quick.
And like I said, my initial response before I saw the video was, how can I defend Rampage? He's in a tough spot. And they both told me, eesh.
That says it all.
They went, good luck.
So Raja's 25 years old. That's one thing. And
Young man.
The most recent report I heard about that guy, the wrestler, he was in stable but critical condition. So it's like super serious right now. But okay, I'll play the video. Hold on.
Hey, I think that's a little.
Pause it. So Raj even says that didn't hurt at all, right? These guys do this all the time. He's a professional. He's like, it didn't hurt at all. It's just disrespect. It's like, no, buddy. You showed up to an event to take part in it. You're in their world. You're in their culture. And then you get offended? It's just a young kid full of piss and vinegar and doesn't have anywhere to get his aggression out. That's what this is. And then he listens to people online, says, bet you won't. And then he starts sub-farming, going, whatever. If I get 50 subscribers, how the fuck kick works, I'll slam them and knock them out. So this is the issue. The issue, and this is why you can't defend it. The issue is he's on the live stream ringside saying what he's going to do. So it's premeditated. The whole time he's talking about it, he gets hyped up from this other wrestler who's clearly not his friend, who goes, whatever, don't worry about going too hard. I got your back. Have you heard from that guy now? Does he have his back? No, of course not. Those streamers who egged him on and were like, oh, I'll subscribe if you knock this dude out. He goes, bet. So it's premeditated, and that's all on record. It's all over online. So you're fucked there. If it was a lawsuit. But the issue is going to be if this pro wrestler decides to press charges. So y'all are thinking about money, but the biggest thing is the actual legal side of things.
The criminal part?
The criminal part. That's the issue, because it could be looked at as attempted murder, premeditated attempted murder. And you're dealing with some real shit now, which isn't fun. So it also depends on the pro wrestler how far he wants to take it. Now, if he goes, pro wrestler's been around a long time. If he goes, just a young kid, needs to learn his lesson, I'm not pressing charges, then there's not much here. Or if he goes, man, this whole thing was a bit, this whole thing was a work. I told him what I was going to do. He told me he was going to fuck me up inside the ring, and it just got out of hand. So if he says it was a work, there's not much he can do. So it depends. This is all predicated on how.
I'm sorry, but Brendan Schaub with the most delusional take ever. That whole part about don't sue him. Brendan Schaub sued me. And I won the lawsuit. We're still in the appeals process. This has literally been going on for like 4 years. And I remember after I had to do a 6-hour deposition, his lawyer was just like, hey, why don't we settle for just $1? So the whole he shouldn't sue because this guy doesn't have any money thing is ridiculous coming from Brendan Schaub. Every time he talks about a lawsuit, it is the most delusional, hypocritical thing ever. And he's trying to like put it out there that Rampage Jackson's son doesn't have any money. Of course he has money. And his dad's Rampage Jackson. And him saying, well, that's not his dad. Friggin' Schaub threatened to sue other people around me in order to try and get little bits of money, but just to get me to stop making videos about him. So whenever he talks about a lawsuit, it is completely 100% delusional. But let me know your thoughts in the comments.